Hello everyone, and welcome to my first devlog. I've wanted this moment for quite a while. I'm sure many of you have downloaded Unity or Unreal in the past and said, today I'm going to make a game. Well, I have. And in the past, I found it quite daunting. And if I'm being completely honest, I got quite bored quite fast and then gave up. A few days ago, I downloaded Unreal Engine 5 and said, now I'm going to make a game. And this time, I won't stop until it's done. And I think something has changed in me, because what I previously found boring, I am finding very enjoyable. I'm still in the early stages, but so far, it has been a lot of fun trying to navigate my problems and see my work actually come to life on the screen. It's been very enjoyable. I want to put a full disclaimer out there. I'm very new to this, and these devlog videos are not going to be very professional. They're just going to be something I put out there for my own enjoyment, and obviously to share with you if you're watching this, which obviously you are. So, what is my final objective? What kind of a game do I want to make? The game that I want to make is a cute little village, kind of like your typical fantasy RPG thing. Cute, life's good, and nothing's really wrong, except your party's gone missing. And now you need to find them and make sure they're okay. So, when you step outside of the village, the world quickly appears not so bright and not so good. And I like the idea because it's a cutesy little village thing turned into a gory bloodfest filled with terror that will absolutely scare the player. Is my goal anyway. So it's still early days, and I've gotten basic movement and stuff done so far, which I'll show you in a bit. I'll link of the tutorials I've watched and stuff down in the bottom. Super good, like has helped me so much. Okay. Here's my roadmap. Here's the way I'm going to work through this whole game learning process. So, obviously, to have a game, you need to have a world, which starts with scene collision and sprites. So, I've got that. I'll make sure to document it better in the future. But basically, I had a friend create some cute little tiles, which was here, I think. Some tiles, really cool. Obviously, this is not the resolution it's in, but just some basic terrain, you know. Character movement, which is just WASD, took me 2 days to figure out, even with tutorials, but I am happy that I've succeeded. Yes. My next objective will be NPCs, so starting with speech bubbles, dialogue, probably some pathfinding if I want them to move around, and some animations to follow all of that. So this is just to make sure I know how to do it for the future. So obviously, after NPCs, I want to make some basic levels, which just mainly includes like sprucing things up, like adding houses that you can actually enter, different levels, like you can go through you know, a path, a walkway, and then come into a completely different area, which I really want to do. But I'll focus on that after the NPCs. Then comes UI, UI, things like the main menu, basic inventory, and a quest log, as well as some other useful things that I can add on to later. Then after I've got that done, I want to focus on AI, so quite basic. Obviously I'll think more about it later, but basically I just want to focus on detection and movement. And then after I've got that, and I'm happy with it, I'll implement combat, so things like health and damage, and obviously skills to make the player more at home. So obviously these things will go back on each other. So once I learn skills, I'll develop it further. But once I've got all these skills down, I'm going to focus on the story, which is where the actual game development comes in, where I'm going to make the game and try and refine it into its final product. So let's show you what I've got so far. So the music is early stages, everything is early stages, lots of demo textures. This is not how it's going to look in its final form. This is just to help me in development. But here we go. Got a cute little guy. No name yet, feel free to give him one. We've got left, right, up, down, and vector-based animations, which took me a while to figure out. Some things were just not working for some reason when I tried it, so I made this multiple times until I finally figured out what works and what doesn't for me. Some things to note is collisions, which I'm happy about. Stairs, which actually work, take you to different levels. Lighting, which is really cool. Working with Unreal Engine 5 really makes lighting so cool. I'm very happy. I'll probably make a whole devlog based on that, to be honest, because that's just something I really want to play around with. Obviously, I've got to fix diagonal movement, but that's not a priority right now. Might even be a feature. Thank you for watching this far. I'm very pleased with this. Took me a few days to figure out, but I'm definitely enjoying it. So, I'll see you all later. Thank you.